YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Nail Goodfella Nail coming through with another sneaker review, another sneaker opinion, coming straight from the sneaker cave. Y'all know what I do, guys. Thanks for everybody that's been watching, rate, comment, and subscribing. I'm starting to see the subs go up a little by little, but definitely subscribe if you haven't been subscribed yet. If you just want to see pure passion, pure love for the sneakers again, guys, you are at the right channel. Right here, we don't too much get into all that. You know, sometimes I like a little bit of that stuff that happen to be hype, but at this channel though, guys, you know, I'm just picking up what I like. I'm just buying what I like, and that's it. So this is a perfect example with this video right here. I definitely highly suggest buy what you like, because you don't know what you gonna like until you try it. So first thing first, I got the Nike Blazer Mid 77 suede joints. And we got this old classic box right here though, guys. Definitely something a little bit different. I don't even think my current Blazers have this. Now, the only current Mid 77 Blazer that I do have, the vintage version, is the Hibernero and white joint. So this is my first time actually getting the suede version as well. So I do got a little bit of something to say about this sneaker. And you know, we got a little bit of you know, the logos and stuff, but let me get this for my box boys too, my Nike box boys too. You know, got 9.5 and went a half size down. Now you can't go a true size to a true size, you know what I mean? I wear a size 10, so a size 10 could have worked, but I wanted more so get more something more, a little bit more snug to my foot. I probably couldn't even really seriously pull off a 9, but you know, with sneakers dropping from this era, they fit a little longer on the foot, kind of almost like a Converse All-Star, kind of almost like a Superstar Adidas joint, you know, the ones Adidas, Run DMC made famous. It's like those era sneakers from like the 70s and the 80s, they fit a little bit more long on the foot. As far as like getting straight off into the sneaker, now I took the laces out of mine and I just went with a black. Now the original laces are right here. These are okay. I've kind of been contemplating back and forth if I should keep the black ones in, but I actually walked around with the black ones in before, so I can give you guys a better review. This is my first time like having a suede Nike Blazer. So first thing first, now they're calling this colorway light redwood gum medium brown. So they also got a nice brown one for the fall too that I'm thinking about copping as well. Put some red laces through it so you get those fall vibes. Now this I actually copped off GOAT. For after tax and everything, probably like 45 bucks or something like that. Now I watched these slowly sell out on Nike or whatever. These slowly did actually sell out. I don't know if Nike restocked. I know the brown ones is still there as of the recording of this video. The brown ones look fly too, but this one is a little bit more saucy to me. You could do a little bit more with the colorway. The brown ones can work too, but this one pops a little bit more rather. So now some people is calling this pink, and I didn't really see too much reviews, maybe like 1 or 2 videos on this sneaker. But one of the things I definitely like about this for sure, we can go to that Vulcan gum midsole, and at the bottom as well, you got that gum brown sole, definitely flying flames, kind of like that caramel or peanut butter like colorway at the bottom. This is one of those older sneakers that don't really got that much tech to it, but it's still classic to this day as well. Now as far as like going up to the upper is somewhat butter smooth suede. This is one of them suedes that I definitely would hate to give something on, because it feels like it might either make the suede lighter by cleaning it, or it'll look terrible if it gets dirty. So if you expecting to get them dirty or turn them into beaters, your best bet is probably to get the brown ones, because these will look hideous if you get these like real dirty. This seems a little bit somewhat of a more luxe shoe. Now what this color does look like, it looks like a washed out red. Like it looked like this was a sneaker that was like all red at one point, like blood red, but like blooded, like red as this hat. And then like, you know, somebody threw them in a washer and maybe put some bleach on them or washed them out, and you know, it just looked like a washed out red, to be honest, when you actually see them in person. Now they could almost pass for pink in some way, but to me it just looked like a washed out red. Now I do believe that the black laces would definitely bring the laces out, bring the sneaker out a little bit more, but you can still again go with that chromatic colorway and just leave it all black. I've kind of been battling back and forth if I should keep the the Redwood laces in, or just the black, but depends on what I'm wearing. But going off into this even more, you do got more so like that rough nubuck at the top, which I can still call suede. Also too, this is finger swiping suede as well. I'm gonna get up close for you guys so you guys can see that. Can you guys see that? Okay, somewhat. So going to the back, you also have the Nike embroidered on the back. Going to the top of the tongue, one of my favorite parts is the Nike branding, and you do have the orange at the top with the swoosh. The tongue is actually mesh with the foam popping out on the side, and obviously you guys got the swoosh going along the paneling as well. So again, not really a complicated sneaker. You got more so like of a mesh kind of like sock liner on the inside, or like this breathable mesh like sock liner. Going to the insole, you do have an orange swoosh as well. The grip not really hitting for nothing, so I definitely suggest wearing these for lifestyle purposes. Now these joints dropped in 1977, obviously. My bad for slipping up on the knowledge as far as his name go, but I'll put it up in here. And I'll put his picture up in here as well. But that's one of the reasons, like, a lot of people was like around this time was going for that, like, that clean look. But Nike, obviously he didn't have this colorway, but he had like a white with the black swoosh. You know what I mean? So like if you sitting up in the stands and you see him out there on the court, you would just see dude running around with, you know, other people running around with Converse, blah blah blah. But you see another guy running around with the white and black swoosh joints on this. That's one of the ways Nike definitely came to be, as far as like getting the logo all out there, the branding and stuff. You know what I mean? Definitely was good for marketing. And that's when Nike really just started like taking off as well, as far as like basketball too. And then obviously y'all know Jordan came along, and the rest was history as far as that goes. Now this Vulcan like midsole and stuff like this in the back. Now I do believe for the sake of 2020, 2019, whenever these drop, they updated a little bit, you know what I mean? Just so it, you know, could be a little bit more beefed up for, you know, for our standards, which is great. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing too OG to the point where it start breaking down the way the old one used to or something like that. Like, I never really too much see these break down. They basically like tanks, but you really got to be wearing the hell out of these for these to break down. And man, I don't know how you can break these down, but I wouldn't put it past somebody out there. What do you guys think? Do y'all remember the non-1977 vintage ones? Because I do remember those blazers as well. They were kind of a little bit more common, but I do like what they did with this, the colorways, the rollout, and all that stuff. They didn't make them super limited. The comfort in here is definitely there with this sneaker. And that's not top tier, straight out the box comfort. I would say on a scale, 10 being Ultra Boost, React, all that stuff, I'd probably give these a strong 6.5 to a 7 roughly. Between 6.5 and a 7 as far as comfort go. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most comfortable, but it will do for the casual walk. I wouldn't try to too much power walk in these, but I will say the difference between the leather version and this suede version is definitely there as far as walking. It's easier to walk in a nubuck or suede version of this, obviously, because this is a more softer material. The craftsmanship is there, and the sneaker is a little bit more lightweight. This shoe definitely impressed me. You know, I was expecting a little cheap stuff. You know what I mean? I don't expect premium materials. It's not necessarily premium, but it's not bad for a GR. And especially for the price, it's crazy to say that there's some sneakers that cost more than this that don't even feel like this. So overall look, 10 being classic, overall wrapped into one, the model, the colorway, the comfort, all wrapped in probably a 7.7. It's classic. It's classic. It's a heritage model. Definitely, I wouldn't buy something that I wouldn't like, but yeah. It's definitely something you can just throw on real quick. You can step out casual, walk into the office with that, whatever. So yeah, that's it. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This Nail Goodfella Nail. I am out. Peace.